Imagine stepping into a time machine, not 1,000 years, not 10,000, but 300,000 years into the past. You finally meet the very first modern humans. At first glance, they look surprisingly familiar. They laugh, they hunt, they care for their children. But one thing immediately stands out. Every one of them has dark skin. Now fast forward to today. Across the world, humans have every imaginable skin tone from the deepest brown to the palest white. So what happened? Did humans actually change from black to white? If so, why? Was it because of climate, food, evolution, or something far more surprising? The answer isn't about race. It's about one of the greatest survival stories in human history. This is the incredible journey of how the sun reshaped humanity. Our story begins in Africa. Around 300,000 years ago, the first modern humans evolved there. Africa wasn't just our birthplace. It was also one of the harshest environments on Earth. The sun was relentless. Day after day, powerful ultraviolet rays blasted the land. Without protection, these invisible rays damaged the body. They could burn the skin, damage DNA, and reduce levels of folate, a vitamin essential for healthy pregnancies and normal cell growth. But evolution had already found a solution: a remarkable pigment called melanin. Melanin acts like nature's sunscreen. The more melanin your skin contains, the better it protects you from harmful UV radiation. People with darker skin were more likely to stay healthy, survive, and raise children. Generation after generation, natural selection strengthened this advantage. Dark skin wasn't created for appearance. It was created for survival. Then came one of history's greatest adventures. Around 60,000 to 70,000 years ago, small groups of humans began leaving Africa. Imagine what that journey looked like. No maps, no cities, no roads, only endless wilderness. Some crossed scorching deserts, others climbed towering mountains. Many followed rivers and coastlines. Every step led into a world no human had ever seen before. Over thousands of years, those travelers spread across Asia, Europe, Australia, and eventually the Americas. But they carried more than hope. They also carried bodies perfectly adapted for Africa. Soon, those adaptations would face a completely different world. Northern Europe looked nothing like Africa. The warm sunlight was gone. Winters stretched for months. The sky remained cloudy. The sun barely rose above the horizon. For much of the year, people received only a fraction of the UV light their ancestors had known. At first, nothing seemed different, but inside the body, a silent problem was growing. Humans need sunlight to produce vitamin D. Without enough vitamin D, bones become weak. Children may develop serious bone disorders. Adults become more vulnerable to illness. Here's the surprising part. The same melanin that protected people in Africa also blocked much of the limited sunlight available in northern climates. Suddenly, the protection that once saved lives could now become a disadvantage. Did one person suddenly wake up with white skin? Of course not. Evolution doesn't work overnight. Tiny genetic differences naturally appear in every generation. Some people had slightly lighter skin in northern regions. They produced vitamin D more efficiently. They stayed healthier, had more children, passed those genes forward. Thousands of years passed. Generation after generation, skin became light, not because humans wanted, but because nature quietly rewarded whatever helped people survive. Evolution painted humanity one generation at a time. If lighter skin was useful in cold places, why didn't everyone become white? Because the Earth isn't the same everywhere near the equator. Sunlight remained powerful there. Darker skin continued protecting people from dangerous UV radiation. In tropical Africa, India, Papua New Guinea, and many other regions, dark skin remained an advantage. Evolution doesn't choose one perfect body. It chooses whatever works best in a particular environment. That's why human skin exists as a beautiful spectrum, not just black or white, but countless shades in between. Here's something many people don't know. Scientists discovered that lighter skin didn't evolve only once. Different human populations developed lighter skin through different genetic changes. Even more fascinating, some northern populations never became extremely pale because their traditional diets are rich in fish and marine animals provides plenty of vitamin D. Evolution always follows the easiest path. Sometimes that's changing the body, sometimes it's changing the diet. Today, it's easy to look at different skin colors and think, humans are fundamentally different. Science tells a very different story. Every human on Earth shares almost all of the same DNA. Your skin color doesn't measure intelligence. It doesn't measure strength. It doesn't measure character. It simply records where your ancestors lived for thousands of years. In a way, your skin is like a passport stamped by history. So, did humans really change from black to white? Not exactly. Our earliest modern ancestors most likely had dark skin because Africa's powerful sunlight favored high levels of melanin. As humans spread across the planet, different environments favored different adaptations. Over tens of thousands of years, natural selection slowly created the incredible diversity of skin colors we see today. Every shade carries the memory of a different journey, a different climate, a different challenge. But every journey began in the same place. Every road leads back to Africa. Every face on Earth belongs to the same human family. Our skin may tell different stories,